Oh,
Recording in progress, Mike.
appreciate you for letting us know that. Okay, now I have to bring my questions back up because, yeah. Well, good morning to you while I'm doing that.
Buenos dias, konnichiwa. Hey, well, what kind of computer do you got?
I have
What brand, I mean?
a MacBook Pro.
Which one? A
MacBook Pro.
MacBook Pro. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not trying to give any shout
Hey,
out.
don't be giving away them secrets.
No free promo over here. No. Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna move that to the left. Here you
I
are.
even got my Lion coffee cup.
Oh, okay, let's go.
There's this thing in the way
I
now.
only
There's
have
something in the way here.
this
God.
wonderful mug,
Oh,
but
what the hell? Why
just
is it all transparent? Oh, okay.
no, that's
All right.
cold. Where'd you get that?
Oh, Florida.
Nice. Okay. Well, welcome back. I'm doing some recording here too, but welcome back to the Shells brand. Now Discipline Every Member podcast. I don't think I hadn't done the name switch when you first came on, and also I thought it to be really great to bring you back. So for the people that may not know who you are, just give us a brief introduction to who you are and just share things that you might want us to know.
So first and foremost, my name is Derrick Deleon. You may know me with the logo with the Be Great. So one thing I like to tell people is you can't find Derrick Deleon without Be Great. You can't find Be Great without Derrick Deleon. That's a fact. Um, Basically, I love to do everything. I definitely take pride in my own life. Um, I'm not one that just shies away from what it really takes to be successful. I mean, it takes a certain level of it's all in the mindset. If that's one thing I live and die by is that everything is has to do with the mindset. One thing I never wanted to do is just be mediocre. I didn't want to just be a regular human being that's just flying by the seat of my pants every single day. Just kind of going with the flow. Like that's just not. I knew there was something more within me,
Yeah.
and as I started to progress and go into business and really start learning about different aspects of business and life, that's when I started carrying on and really started understanding. Like, wow, these people around me are doing it. Why can't I do it? There's 171 millionaires made every single day. Why
Hmm.
can't one of them be me? You know, um, I do have two beautiful daughters. Shout out to Nayeli and Malaya. They are my pride and joy. They are definitely, they got my DNA. They keep me going. They're always, go, go, go. I love basketball, love coaching. I love business. I love networking. I love being able to give back to the people. Serving the people and serving humanity is the most critical aspect. And I do believe that all great things come to those who really give first and taking on that leadership role and being able to give the people like, look, this is what's going to happen first. Like, I'm going to go first. I want everybody to win. And in order for everybody else to win, I have to be the one to provide the proof of winning. And I would say that I've done a pretty good job up to this point and to showcasing that. And it's Mamba year, so we're here to help everybody win. So
Well, good. Thank you. Thank you for again, welcome here. And thank you for, giving the people that may not have seen last season's episode or have any background to you, even to, be great, your brand, which you have many, but I won't even get into that. But no, thank you. And as you talk about your daughters, so we know that you are a father. I have a question about how you balance teaching responsibility while also still giving your daughters room to still be kids or still be themselves.
yeah, so first thing I do, of course, kids are going to be kids. You definitely don't want them to grow up faster than the age that they are. So one thing I've always learned is that kids are going to be kids. Now, again, we can't. This is just me. I'm not going to teach somebody something that I'm not doing. So if I'm not being a leader, if I'm not taking on leadership skills, how can I teach my kids that? It's the same thing. I'm not going to go off topic, but it's the same thing as like financials. Like, if I'm not financially stable, how can I teach people to be financial? How can I teach my daughters how to financially be stable? Right. So, one thing I've learned is that I want my daughters to understand what it's like to be different, to be leaders, because there are not a lot of kids these days that take the initiative to say, wow, I'm a leader. I know you know, the historical background that they come from with my family. And I want them to want what they want in life. I want them to follow their dream. Now, to me, it's on me to provide that dream for them. It's easy to say, yeah, you can do whatever you want, sweetie, and whatever you want to do, you do it. Like, no, no, no.
Uh,
What am I as a parent doing to provide that? Now, if I don't know, how can I expect them to know?
right.
So that's the leadership aspect that comes into it. And my goal is to really build my daughters up to understand, like, wow, I am not just leading a group of people, but I'm achieving my goals. I'm achieving my dream that I've initiated. One thing I've heard and I've carried with me to this day is that it was a quote: "Don't be don't be a leader that needs a team. Be a leader that a team needs."
Mm,
So, that's also something that, again, you think about, parents and kids. It's the same
right.
exact thing. Don't feel like, oh man, I need my kids. I need my kids. Like, yeah, of course we need our kids. Those are our kids. However, now turn the table. What are we doing that allows them to need us and to lead them, into a more prosperous and abundant life, you know? Um, so yeah, those are some things, like I said, just really teaching them different qualities in life.
Yeah.
Like, it's not about, it's not about just going to college. It's not about doing this stuff that's gonna continuously put us in debt. It's much more than that. There's so much money out there to be made. We just have to know how to go make it.
Right, right. And it's all about, like you said, like what you first of all, if you don't know or have the tools, you go get them so that your kids can be the best, representation of themselves. Like I don't think that I like to have conversations with parents also being someone that doesn't have children, but I have got children, but I like to hear it from parents of the experience of what it is to raise children. But with that, I think a lot of people miss that it is absolutely a gift to be able to have children and have that opportunity and responsibility, to give them things because, they didn't ask to be here. And so you should want to pour everything that you have into them and then some, and then want to be a better person for you within that. Um, so I guess in being a father, I know life can be hectic, but what is your self-care go-to or like, okay, I need my 10 minutes of doing this and now I'm good. I can jump back into being all the titles and things of the things. Yeah.
That's a tough question.
That's tough. Okay.
Man. Yeah, because I feel like there's not a moment where I do actually stop and I'm just like, okay, let me take a break.
Mm,
I feel like to kind of give you peace of mind, I feel like when I'm watching videos or I'm doing content videos, I feel like that's kind of my escape to be able to um, kind of enhance my ability into something that might be a little more difficult.
mm,
I do have moments where I'll sit there on my couch and I'll just kind of chill there for a little bit. Lately, what I've been doing is I've been opening the Bible. I've been doing regular reading. So what I'll do is I'll read one page out of the Bible at the very least, and
mhm.
then through the book I'll read a couple pages, maybe a chapter or so. Um, I learned from you to take those breaks. The meat cheese.
Thank
I learned from you to um seriously, to inspire, like, you inspired me to be able to take those mental breaks, because I that's my weakness is I don't take mental breaks. I'm just constant, like, movement, and so it is very critical. I'm learning that the hard way,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's I would say, as much as it doesn't sound like taking a break, but I guess doing content videos is my break, and maybe just because it comes so easy for me, so it
Okay.
doesn't feel like I'm actually using brain power to do what I need to do. So that's it.
And it very much comes off that you enjoy doing that, so I get that it probably wouldn't be a stress or a strain, more of like a, "Ha, this is I'm having fun with this." So,
Mhm.
no, I mean, that's
Absolutely.
your thing, no judgment there, but no, I really do. It's important for me to, um, pour into the people around me that I know, like, constantly are hard workers and just go-getters, and it's like, "Okay, I get that, but take a moment." We need that, digesting daily scriptures and things like that and passages. What has faith and spirituality, what part has that played in your personal life and also in raising children?
So one thing that I've always said is, especially going into the field that we're in, and this even goes back to when I even entered the financial industry, is that I'm gonna be discouraged. I'm gonna get discouraged. I gotta be ready for those moments. So it's preparation is everything. Preparation, preparation, preparation. That is the number one thing that's gonna take you so far. When preparation meets the mindset, you're
Yeah.
unstoppable. You're unstoppable, and I feel that. So
Mm,
allowing my faith to grow even stronger. And again, I'm not perfect. It could be even stronger. I'm deeply rooted in my faith because I know, again, I'm going to get discouraged. Stuff is going to happen. And anything that comes my way, it's going to be okay. Because at the end of the day, I'm still walking the same ground that everybody else is walking. I'm still walking the same ground that all these wealthy people are walking.
mhm.
So I know it's going to be good. So, um, I've always been a believer in, Lord and Savior, my Lord and Savior.
Yeah.
And I know that everything is a teaching moment, everything is a lesson, whether it's good or bad. We take something from every single situation, and God has allowed me to take that and not just think. We hit adversity. We're like, why me? Why me? Why me? No, no,
Yeah.
no. You take it, you apply it. Okay, how can I do things differently?
Mhm.
And you got to be patient with that. That comes with patience.
Yeah. Your mindset is very, very much a large piece of how you navigate the world, I believe. That's my personal belief. And so that's why I believe keeping that space healthy is really important. And that's why I advocate for mental health, not just for youth, but like, the younger versions of us that maybe had some things to navigate in mental as far as mental health, or just so much being thrown at kids in this day too. So I can't even imagine how they manage stress and all of those different things. But having a foundation of faith and spirituality is something that I very much hold close and near and dear to my heart. And even in having conversations with people that may not be their jam, so to speak,
Yeah.
I um I still have a space of transparency. Like, this is where I stand, but I also want to hear your experience. Not to judge you, but just to give you space, because I think everybody needs a foundation of something to believe in, right? Or something to keep us going. But anyway, I'll keep going with that. I won't get off. Sorry. Let me get back to my questions here, guys. I'm sorry. Yeah.
You're all good. You're all good. You're all good.
So we spoke a bit about, the digital world and content creation. So I think that world kind of has its ups and downs, but what's one thing about this tech-driven society that you think or wish you could hit the pause button on? Because you do enjoy it, so it would be good to know if you
I
actually
do
push.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
I mean, really, what I would say would be the AI. Now, don't get me wrong, the AI it has its perks,
Yeah.
but at the end of the day, the way that I think about it, and I'm not gonna I'm not gonna bash anybody that's using it because again, I've used it for some stuff, but one thing that I would I would think is that when we rely on that for say creating a logo or um marketing stuff like that. So that's a very difficult thing. I wish people would really hit pause with AI because what it's doing is it's taking the creative ability from or the creativity from the people that okay, it may be easier and it may be convenient,
Mhm.
but why not challenge yourself?
Yeah.
Because the more you challenge yourself, then the better the outcome actually is going to be.
Mhm.
And when I first started kind of messing with AI, again, when I want to know information, boom, it's convenient. I will use it for information. If I want to know something, like boom, put throw it in AI, it'll give you your answer.
Yeah, it definitely has perks.
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. But I guess for me more specifically, when it comes to logo designing or video designing, or even a script, that is not my cup of tea. I will not because again, I don't want to rely so heavily on that where what's going to happen when somebody wants work done and they're like, "Hey, can you come up with a script here on the fly? Hey, can you come up
Mhm.
with a logo here on the fly?" And
Mhm.
then I'm like, "Oh man, I've used AI for so long, I don't even know how to do this anymore."
Right.
So
Yeah.
I definitely enjoy, cultivating the scripts and the logos myself because I know that man, that's my work, not AI.
Mhm.
And there's a lot of people like I say that would I'm sure would agree. Like AI, yeah, hit the pause on AI, but um, to anybody that's creatively driven out there, yeah, just be more cautious. Build yourself to be better with what what you're doing and not rely so heavily on AI.
As I'll say, keep your identity. I stand heavy on that too. Like
Yes.
I am who I am and I'll use the tools and resources I need, but you can't have me. Like I can't give you all of that. Like that's I have boundaries of how much I can pour into AI. Like if it's
Yeah.
yeah, but no, I think it's very good to not become lazy and dependent even if it's convenient because convenience isn't always good for you. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
um, yeah, thank you for sharing that because I very much do agree. Okay, I think I have had another question. Um, this is a one-off random while I'm trying to figure out what I was going to come back to.
Hey,
If
let's
you
go.
could,
Let's
yeah,
go.
if you could speak to any version of your younger self you can pick, what is a word of advice that you might give with insight to where you are now?
I would definitely go back to my 20s. Yeah, I'd go back to my
Okay.
20s self and I'd say, you know what? Okay, you wanna party, you wanna have a good time, fine. That's okay. But just be aware of where you're gonna be at in 10 years. Be aware of where you're gonna be at in 5 years. And um, one thing I'll kind of go back to, we're talking about the mindset because I'm a believer that the mindset will take you further than the heart ever will. And I only believe that because I've lived by it for so long, I feel like, and I know where it's gotten me. So if I could tell my younger self, look, continuously exercise your mind, continuously, progressive because if not, it's you're gonna live the same cycle. You're gonna be mediocre. You're gonna be mediocre. You're gonna be mediocre. And it's that same saying is if I knew then what I knew now, It's, I mean,
Okay.
that's it is it's tough. It is tough to say that though, because had we not went through everything we went through, we wouldn't be where we're at. So now think about it this way though too. If if we knew then what we knew now, who's to say that we wouldn't be going through the stuff now that we went through back then? Because what happens if we're riding so high, then all of a sudden it comes crashing down? Because it does happen to think of celebrities, it happens to celebrities, so it's better to go the opposite way. You live out your 20s. For me, I'm a believer, and I've witnessed that 30s is where you go your hardest.
Mm,
30s is where you put in the most work you've ever put in your life. Because when you hit 40s, that's when your business is going to be standing. That's when you're going to be able to do traveling, stuff like that. So the sacrifice is right there in the 30s.
Yeah, no, I'm living that, and a lot of sacrifices have been made. I'm still early in the, don't y'all, okay, I'm still early in there, but I definitely am taking from and pouring into like a lot of different spaces, but it's filling me in a lot of different ways. And so I know that this is only the beginning of like crafting who I'm becoming, right? But in that, finding the discipline, I remember, like, yeah, I dig that. The 20s. Okay, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
In that, okay, this is my last question, and I will stop bugging you for this very
Yeah.
early.
Hey, you want to go with 20, 30 more questions? I got about, let's see, 3, 4 hours up in there.
Yeah,
Under
yeah.
28 hours. Let's go.
Um, if you could, I guess, want to um have any words of encouragement or just any words for the youth in this day, what do you want to say to them?
So to the youth and everybody, look, it's cool to want to be with your friends. It's cool to want to party. It's cool to want to live the life of a celebrity. It's cool. It's cool until you realize the work that needs to be put in because celebrities put in the work to get to that, to get to where they're at. So following, it's like that fear of missing out, the FOMO. Too many people have that fear of missing out. Too many people, that's their escape. Their escape from reality is to party and do all that stuff. And
Mm,
it's the same thing every single time. It's so repetitive. You're like people aren't going to get out of that. So my message to the youth is that look, if you really want to achieve a dream, and it may sound cliche, but it's a fact. If you want to achieve your dream, you must change your mindset. You have to because you're not gonna solve the same problem that you're thinking got you into it.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, I would definitely. By the way, I just butchered that quote. My bad. I'm trying to think of how it's said, but um,
I think the message was
you
still
know,
received.
yeah. You can't fix a problem with the same thinking that got you into it. That's what it is.
Mm,
So um,
solid.
but yeah, message to the youth, like I said, you got to be different. You got to understand, be around people that are willing to take you to the next level, that want to see you win. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. You don't want to be in the room where you know everything. Because if you're in the room where you know everything, you're in the wrong room. I promise you that because I've been in that room. I've been there, and I thought it was all BS until I really started understanding what it meant by that. So
Yeah.
find the people that are going to take you to the next level. Always ask the right questions. And I'll give you an example here. When you see somebody with a Lamborghini, don't comment, "Oh man, what a nice car! Oh my gosh!" No, ask them, "Hey, what did it take you? What did it take to get that?" Ask people the right questions always. And I will say the number one thing: always have a great attitude. Always have a positive attitude. Because I am one of those ones where if you don't have a great attitude in front of me, I'm gonna say see ya. You know. So that's a long message to the youth, but it's it's truth. It's the facts. So
Yeah.
positive attitude and be different. Go for it. Get after it.
Maintain an attitude of gratitude for sure.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So it'll take you a long way. I definitely think that um I don't know, people take time and all of the things that we have in this space for granted, but yeah, if nothing else, our mind is very much priceless, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, why not take care of it? It comes back to that for me, like make sure you're taking care of your brain, your
Yeah.
mental. But no, being in rooms with people that know more than you, that's definitely something that's come up in the 30s too. Like, yeah, I don't want to be the all-knowing person. No, teach me. I can always learn no matter how old I get. I can be gray and old and I still wanna be able to learn and grow.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm getting off on my little tangent there, but do you have anything else that you'd like to leave with us, Mr. Be Great?
No, I just want to say, I again appreciate you, the silent Mamba, and appreciate I appreciate you bringing me on. And I love what you're doing. I really respect everything, and I admire what you're doing because you're doing a whole lot of stuff. Um, I would say if you have an announcement, but maybe I'll wait. I'll leave that up to you. So, um, no, but yeah, definitely love being able to connect with you, talk to you every day, and just because you and I are, we sharpen each other because you inspire me. I know I inspire you. We take things from each other. Um, it's an amazing thing, an amazing corner to have because not everybody in your circle is in your corner, and you're in my corner. There's a select few that are in our corner, and so I want to say that I do appreciate you bringing me on here. Um, yeah, like everything in life, you just you gotta be different. Don't ever be afraid. Don't ever, you know, it's easy to say don't care about what people think
Yeah,
because that's just a saying.
yeah,
But when you really feel See, I encourage everybody to feel these things.
yeah.
Learn to feel, okay, I really don't care what they say. Now it's nice to be able to speak it into existence.
So
Speak
you
it
get
into
there.
existence, yeah. But don't, you know, to all the people that are watching, don't just say something. Learn to feel what you're saying. Because if you learn to feel what you're saying, that's it's gonna take you to different levels. It's gonna take you to new heights, and you will be captivated by your own thinking. So that's
Yeah.
it. That's what I gotta say.
Whatsoever man thinketh, so is he, first of all. Secondly, iron sharpens iron. Okay. And thirdly, you're always invited over here at the Shells brand, duh. So,
I'll be on
you
tomorrow.
always drop gems. So that's
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. So no, I definitely appreciate it, and I look forward to coming on next weekend. So,
yeah, and we will be not next weekend. We will be, making some announcements about some things, but like you said, timing with things, right? But no,
yeah,
we have some things for you, and I can't wait to post this and let people pick up some of what you're putting down because it's good stuff. Um, as always, thank you. And yeah, I don't have anything else for you.
and you guys also, I'm gonna throw out my social media. You guys go follow me, Deleon underscore be great. Make sure you follow Demetrius. The Shells brand, discipline every member. The Silent Mamba year is coming. Y'all
I
be on the
always
lookout, you
forget to
guys.
tell you to plug in your social media, so I'm
Hey,
just
hey, you're good. Hey, that's what we're here for. Hey, we're here to, No, but yeah, you guys go listen to my podcast. Go follow me on social media. Please follow me on Instagram. I will say I admire my content on Instagram so much that I'm like, I need more followers. I'm like, how do
please
I not have more followers? So
run over there. Like,
man,
do you have some gear things coming too into play?
I
I
do,
won't
yeah.
search.
So I have, could probably see. So I have the website in the works. I'm actually working on that like now.
Okay.
Um, I got some gear and stuff. If you guys want any gear, just reach out to me because I do have some on hand. I got some different designs, colors, and stuff. Um, yeah, trust
I
me,
will plug your information too.
okay. I'm
So the
I'm
people
working
will
hard to
have.
get that website up because that's a critical part in my life right now.
Yeah, and the
People
gear
need
is
that
cold.
website.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm gonna definitely be getting some colors and some different things, some different designs for the colder
mhm.
weather coming. So you guys go over and support whenever
Yes.
you set up.
Go get the Shells brand stuff. Go get the notebook. That notebook is so amazing. Man,
Yes.
I can't tell you how much better I sleep at night now that I just have that peaceful little notebook just to write in, be journaling in my sleep.
Bye
So
guys. Bye.
drop that link for your notebook.
Will do. Also, I will have some gear things coming too. We're working, guys. We're
Yeah.
working, but it'll be well worth the wait, I say.
Much love to you, Demetrius. I appreciate you.
Likewise. Thank you.